Hey everyone, here's my key takeaways for week 4. My first key takeaway was actually in the first sentence: the media does not control your brain. I think the media has a lot to do with controlling population's brain. The things you do on the internet, the questions that you answer, the information you provide to the websites keeps track of all your wants and likes, and it gears all of their advertisement towards that, ultimately controlling your mind. The next key takeaway for me was the magic bullet theory. The media uses messages or bullets to shoot into brains of the consumer, you. I think that the media does this every day. There's always a message in everything that is being said by mass media, and typically the message is that of a person with the biggest bank account. The third key takeaway is in reference to the opinion leader. There are tons of those in society and are usually responsible for spreading fake news. They see the information that the media puts out, do little to no fact checking before spreading that information to other people. Key takeaway number 4 is when the speaker talks about uses and gratifications. This is kind of what I was talking about in my first key takeaway. The media is able to monitor how you use it. It keeps track of what you view, the websites you go to, and uses that information to tailor your very own media platform that makes using it gratifying. Mere exposure effect is my last key takeaway. I truly agree with this, in that the more exposure you have to something, the more you tend to agree with it or like it. When using Facebook, for example, the app's ability to track what you view and where you go gives them the ability to cater products that they think you will like in hopes of getting you to buy something. This in turn generates revenue for them because the sponsors or companies you're buying things from give them a kickback for the sponsorship. Those are my 5 key takeaways, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to add the Joe Rogan thing, but in reference to the Joe Rogan Spotify debacle, I think politics plays a big role in stuff like this. Yes, in today's day and age, the use of the N word is frowned upon. Joe Rogan should not have used it, and it shows how juvenile a vocabulary he has. I read where Spotify decided to keep his podcast going on their app, and I think that's merely a financial decision. With cancel culture the way it is today, had Spotify taken his podcast off, the CEO would have stood to lose large amounts of money. On the flip side to that, those that are offended by the language used could stop using Spotify and they still stand to lose money. I would imagine the CEO thought on both options and went with the choice that cost him the least amount of money overall.